Hey everyone, it's Evangeline here at etrailer, and today we have the Kuat High-Low Adapter. So this is going to give you some clearance between your vehicle's hitch receiver and your shank on your bike rack. This is designed to be used with your Kuat bike racks. That way, even if you have a large spare tire or a large bumper or just a weird fit with your hitch, you can still get your bikes out onto the road. Now with this adapter too, you also have some different options for rise, drop, and length of extension. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this bike rack off so that we can focus in on our hitch adapter. So here's your hitch adapter. So the main difference between this and the Hi-Low Pro is going to be the anti-rattle bolt is used with this one, as well as your different hitch pin spots. So you can use this either as a 7-inch extension or a 10-inch extension. That is measured from the center of the hitch pin hole of where you put it into the hitch receiver to the center of your new hitch pin hole. So that's either 10 inches or 7 inches apart. So inside the shank, you can see where the lock nut is. So that means you have to put your anti-rattle bolt in through that side. If you go through the other side, it will not reach, it will not thread. But if you go through this side, it will thread through. Not only will this extend your accessory out 7 to 10 inches, but this can also be used in the rise or the drop position. So if you need more ground clearance, maybe you have a long wheelbase, go ahead and use the rise. If you need to dodge around a bumper or maybe an extra large spare tire, use the drop position. Whichever extension length or rise or drop you want, just go ahead and put it in that position, and then you're going to use your included hitch pin. So this has a split washer, a flat washer, and then put all 3 of those in through the side where the lock nut is. Now hand tighten it down as much as you can, and then you have 2 options for tightening down this bolt. One is to use the included Allen key. This is actually the same size Allen key that you use for the anti-rattle system of your Kuat bike racks. The next option is to use a 15/16 wrench, and I use a socket wrench to tighten down that further. Now secure it with the included cotter pin, and if you want to, you can switch this out with a Kuat locking hitch lock. The downside to the anti-rattle bolt style that goes straight across is that no matter how much you tighten that down, it will decrease the rattle from side to side, but it does not decrease the rattle up and down. So there will still be a little bit of up and down movement while your side-to-side action is gone. This adapter is not rated for towing. It's designed to be used with your Kuat bike racks. And while it does have a weight capacity of 250 pounds, what really happens is that whenever you use any extender on your hitch receiver, you actually reduce your hitch capacity just because things are further back. Usually it's about 50% of reduction. Your bike rack lines up with the hole there. For reference, the center of the hitch pin hole to the end of the shank is going to be 2 1/4 inches out. Once your bike rack is lined up, use your hitch pin lock or hitch pin clip, whichever you have, to secure it. Tighten your bike rack down as usual, and just like that, you now have your accessory attached. Like I said earlier, the side-to-side movement is decreased, although there will be some up and down, which won't be as bad once you have your bike's weight holding things down. And this is what it looks like with the bikes back on, and you can see how you can really make this work best for you. With this specific example, I would prefer using the 7-inch extension instead of the 10-inch because I have a lot of clearance here. But if my bikes had larger pedals or were more bulky, then I would appreciate that 10-inch distance and more clearance with a spare tire. Also, depending on what you have, having it in the rise or the drop position might help determine if you're able to open up your door, lower your tailgate, or open up your hatch with the bikes tilted away. So if you have limited space or clearance behind your vehicle and your bikes can't fit without hitting your spare tire or your bumper, well, this is going to be a good solution for you. Comparing the Kuat Hi-Low with the Kuat Hi-Low Pro, which is the upgraded version, the Hi-Low Pro has a different anti-rattle system, meaning it has a wedge just like your bike racks, and that decreases the up and down movement as well as the side to side. The Hi-Low Pro also includes a hitch lock versus the Hi-Low where you have to purchase it separately. It also has just a slightly different way of tightening it down using an anti-rattle bolt in the front rather than through the hitch pin hole. Now it also has a price difference. So if you want the best adapter, go ahead and get the Hi-Low Pro. If you still want an adapter that gives you extension and still a solid choice, but you don't need those extra features, then the Kuat Hi-Low hitch adapter will work out great for you, especially when used with your Kuat bike racks.